got it, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show.
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this throw caught left side. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Sit up! 180! Mike, 58, right there. 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Sit up! 180! Give me trash. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Check. Fresno. Check. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, good move. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On second and very short, Trubisky. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sit up. 180. Defense wins championship, baby.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give to Cook out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
And the ball is knocked out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. And now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Vikings.
Sit up. 180. Alert.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alert.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I can't believe you let you play.
On second down, Cook. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 or. Push him back. Push him back. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
On 1st down, Costello airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Shift, shift. Check 3, check 3. Showing up, showing up. Hit it.
1st down, here's White. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's get it. Ready? 30 base. Check 55, Mike. Rip left, rip left.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Alert, 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 alert.
Trubisky will throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterback teams. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Number 53, Mike 53. Squish.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Oh, nice move. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The open man is Smith. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now Trubisky on 1st down. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and 5. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Here's 2nd and 8. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On the ready.
55. I'm gonna
Bravo.
I'm gonna run you over. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, come on, up, come on, up. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, D.
Steve Griffin.
Throwing on first down. Costello. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Check, 55, Mike. We don't want this. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. 65.
On third down, Costello. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
53, Mike 53. I'm scared. Mike 53.
On first and 10, Costello. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys will set up shop at midfield. Field at the 50-yard line.
Big boy can run. Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
First down, a run with Cohen. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's trash. That's trash. '53 is the mic. '53 is the mic.
Go. Fire.
To throw on second down, Costello. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And past the 40 before he is out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do?
That's caught inside the 20. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Hey, I'm coming.
On first down, Costello. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again, Costello. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hakeem Butler, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cook, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's White. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run. This is Cohen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
53 is the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Yep.
Banjo, banjo, banjo. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, what's your name?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's third down.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Here we go, here we go.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Costello. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Godot's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
30 base.
On first down, Cohen. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the double.
53, check 53. Tighten up, pull it together.
5.
Again, it's Cohen. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Costello. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of, What's right in this game nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Third down. Third and less than a yard.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Cook. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Vikings.
Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. They'll look to throw. Well, this one complete to Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Armani Watts. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check 53. Got you. Now.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go. At their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard.
Come on, set.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Get it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.